Hi everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, I love luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button down below. Hitting that subscribe button costs you absolutely nothing and means so much to me, so I hope you'll help me out. Today I have two new vintage additions to my Louis Vuitton collection. Those of you who have been with me for a while know that I have a massive passion for the Louis Vuitton vintage pieces from the late 90s and the early 2000s. The Marc Jacobs era of Louis Vuitton for me is the most amazing era that they've ever had. It's where I thrive and it's where my passion is, and I love all of those pieces. So you can see I've got a few up behind me at the moment. We've got Stephen Sprouse, we've got the Murakami cherries, the Murakami multicolor in the white, we've got denim. Like, these were all vintage pieces and they're all from the Marc Jacobs era. Yes, some of them are collaborations, but this was his driving force of Louis Vuitton. It is the house that Marc built, and Pharrell Williams said that in his interview. He said Louis Vuitton is the house that Marc Jacobs built, and I absolutely agree. It's, you know, without Marc Jacobs, Louis Vuitton would not be where it is now. And those pieces are ones that I passionately collect, and I have two brand new ones that I want to unbox for you guys and show you that I am so excited to have. I love them. One of them is the second last piece of a collection that I am looking to close out very soon, and the other one is a collection that I have not really put a lot of time and effort into, but this popped up and I couldn't say no to it. Now, both of these came from my fabulous friend Una, who is Vintage Lover 83 over on Instagram. I will link her down below. She's amazing. She is in Japan and she finds the most amazing bags and then puts them up on her Instagram stories, and one of these was a case of me just looking at her story going, oh, I want that, and the other one she hunted for me specifically. But if you have any interest in vintage pieces or the resale market, then please make sure you are following Una because she's amazing. I trust her implicitly. She is the nicest, sweetest, kindest, most trustworthy woman, and I am so grateful to her because my collection has really expanded since finding her. She is currently in the midst of getting me a very special piece for a friend's daughter, and I'm excited to be able to facilitate that. And she is now also on the hunt. She's always on the hunt for things for me, but there will probably be more of these coming. So shut up, Meredith, and just open the bags. So the first one comes in this very big bag, and it's one of the original Louis Vuitton, well, it's not the original Louis Vuitton dust bag, but it's in its original dust bag. So you can see it's more yellow than the new dust bags, and the Louis Vuitton across it is brown, and the ties on it are brown. I am always excited when I get anything that is original. I don't have a lot of the original brown boxes. I recycled all mine in one of my house moves because I just couldn't hold on to them anymore, but I do have a handful of them. But yeah, I am always excited when I get anything that's original because it brings back such nostalgia for me, and being able to afford to buy Louis Vuitton in the early 2000s and then walking out of the store with that brown paper bag and this dust bag, and yeah, it was everything at that time. I was just so proud to be able to have anything, so I get those feelings again when I get these bags. So this is the piece that just popped up on Una's Instagram stories, and she was just selling it. She found it and it was in such amazing condition, and when it came up I was like, I need to own that. So let's get it out, and we have such a great piece. Oh, hang on, let's just open that up. There we go. So we have the Stephen Sprouse Never Full in this amazing green. Look at this green. Oh, it's so vibrant. They're so pretty. So the pink, they do a pink in this, obviously. It's here. This is the pink. And I always was like, oh, I need the pink Neverfull. I definitely need the pink Neverfull. But this green, they did it in a khaki. They did it in a white. This green, that pink, orange. I feel like they're all the colors. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But this green was much rarer than all the other colors. This vibrant green is much harder to come by, especially in a good condition. So I knew I always wanted this green in the Neverfull and in the Speedy. And then I want the Speedy and the Neverfull in the pink. And I don't really feel the need to have any of the other colors. Orange is not my color anyway. The white's a bit of a washout for me, and khaki green's not my thing either. So if I could end up with the Neverfull and the Speedy in both the pink and the green, I'd be a happy camper. So when this popped up and it's in the most amazing condition, I said to Una, I have to have that. I can't put it off. If we found it, then it's here. The finish on this is amazing. There is no wear on the print at all. Often you will find the corners of these have a lot of wear and you've lost some of the print on it. But this one, nothing. It's perfect. It is vibrant. The inside of these are very cool. So they've got this, the same pattern all through, and this is absolutely clean as anything. Like, it's just in amazing, immaculate condition. So there is the pocket that you get in the Neverfull. There is no pouch. They didn't do pouches with the Neverfulls at this time, so there is no pouch, but that's fine. They didn't exist. I don't care. There is wear on the leather, so you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see, there is some cracking on the VVN, but that's fine. Cracked canvas cannot be fixed under any circumstances. A cracked canvas, that's the end of the story. Cracked leather can easily be fixed, and I will take this to my sales associate Peter next week, and I will have all the leather on this replaced. So the handles, the ties on the side, they'll all go, and I'll get brand new ones put on just to give it a new life, all the leather trim. But the fact that the rest of the bag was in such great condition, I just could not pass it up. And funnily enough, before I got this, I actually thought the Stephen Sprouse Neverfulls were MM sizes. They're not. They're GM sizes. And it is rare that Louis Vuitton has done a GM in a limited edition size. We don't see them very often. But I am stoked now that I have this, that it is a GM size. I will happily admit that after traveling to New York with my Miu Miu tote, and I am going to do a best of New York video. If it's already gone up, I'll link it down below. If not, it's coming soon. I actually prefer my Miu Miu tote to travel with now. Almost feel like I'm going to get yelled at about that, or I feel dirty about it, like, oh my God, I just admitted something. But generally speaking, I like to travel with a GM Neverfull, although now I like my new tote. Anyway, different video. So I'm stoked that this is actually a GM size, and I'm really excited to be able to get a pink one at some point, and hopefully Una will be able to help me with that as well. But this green, oh my goodness, look at it. I love it. Kermit the Frog green. It's just this acid green. It does need a bit of a wipe, but it's, yeah, it's great. And Louis Vuitton, when they replace the leather, will give it a wipe down for me, and it's just going to be beautiful when it comes back. So excited to have this. I love the Stephen Sprouse collection. Not a collection I have been like all over, because I've been working so heavily on the denim pieces and the Murakami pieces. I will admit now, so what happened was when the denim collection dropped this year, all the pre-loved denim pieces, the prices went through the roof. So I kind of shifted focus to Murakami and went, well, while this is happening, I'll focus on the Murakami collections. But now we're about to get the whole new Murakami collection in January, and I'll link my video on that down below for you in case you missed that announcement. those prices, those pieces have gone through the roof. So I'm like, well, now what am I going to do? So Stephen Sprouse, hi, here I am. Let's work on this one while the resale market stabilizes again, and then we'll go back to the other ones. So yeah, we might see a couple of Stephen Sprouse pieces come through. And I do actually have a massive re-unboxing coming for you guys. Like I've got, I don't know, 6, 5, something like that, pieces that have come back that are sitting here waiting to be re-unboxed. So that video is coming as well. The second piece that Una got for me is one that I asked her. Did I ask her? No. I had said to her that I was after it, or I said it in a video, and then she'd been out to the vintage stores in Japan and she contacted me. She said, I found this piece and it is in such amazing condition. If you don't want it, I'm going to buy it anyway and I'll resell it, but it is in amazing condition. I need to tell you about this. And as soon as she sent me the photos, I was like all in. And I did this right before I went to New York, and I was like, I'm not spending any money, I'm going to New York, blah, 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 I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear. And she sent it to me and I couldn't not buy it. I had to have it because the condition of it was amazing. So let's have a look. As soon as I hold up the dust bag, you're going to know exactly which collection it's from. So it comes in this very big red dust bag. So right now you know what collection it is, and given the size of the dust bag, you probably know exactly what's in here. But look at this dust bag. It's like a Santa sack. It's huge. Now, this collection all had red dust bags, but they are rare to find. If you find one of these pieces, it is rare that you're going to get the red dust bag with it. I have pieces with the red dust bag and I have pieces without the red dust bag. You take what you can get with these pieces. But I am stoked to have this red dust bag because these were sold off on their own because they were so coveted. So let's get it out. Hello, friend. So we have, so excited. And I am so excited. I did get this when I got this when I did because these prices have gone through the roof because we all know Murakami's coming back. So we have the Keep All in the Murakami cherries. I love it. Oh, I've got one more Keep All I've got to find, and then I have all the Keep Alls I want up until this point. And having said that, there are new ones coming out all the time, but I just need the Murakami black multicolor Keep All, and I have all the vintage ones that I ever wanted. And then it'll only be any new designs from there on out. But this cherries, I don't even have to get anything replaced on this. That's how good a condition it is. I am going to take it into Louis Vuitton just to have the hardware polished up because there's a little bit of greening around there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's a little bit of green residue around the hardware. So they're going to take it and just polish it up for me. There is a little bit of wear on the handles, but having said that, I'm okay with it because the handles of Keep Alls are always the ones that get used and go first. If it was all the way down and I had a whole heap of water spots, then I would probably get it all replaced. But just the handles don't worry me because even my handles on my Keep Alls that I've had since I bought them in store, they're always getting dirty because you touch your face, you touch stuff, you touch the handles, it happens. So I'm all right with it. It does have its tag on there. I don't know if I'll get my initials put on it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And it is completely clean on the inside. The cherries, there are no rubbing of any cherries anywhere. We have not lost any paint off any of the corners. I have never seen a vintage piece like this in such perfect condition. It has been used, but sparingly. It has been stored, and I know that because look, the bottom of it is a different color to the sides. So it's been placed on a shelf somewhere and then rarely used because it's gotten sunshine to the sides, but not to the bottom. But it is in phenomenal condition for what it is. So I am so thankful to Una for finding this. I feel like it was about 6,000 Australian dollars, maybe a little bit less. It wasn't cheap, but these are hard to come by. And in this condition, it was worth every single cent because they're just impossible to find in this condition. And now that we're going to see the re-release of the Murakami pieces, and cherries will be included in that, I don't know if we're going to get a keep all or not. The prices of the vintage pieces are going to go through the roof. Absolutely. We're watching it happen now. Una and I are actively watching it, and she sends me pictures and I'm like, holy hell, how much is that? And yeah, that's what happens when the new collections come out. Everybody goes and gets involved with the old collections. So this was absolutely a find. I am so excited. So for the cherries pieces, I now have the Speedy. I have the bucket bag that I swapped Winnie BLV for something, and she sent me that bucket bag, which I'm grateful to her for. I have the sack plait, which I think is one of the ones that needs to be re-unboxed because it's back, and that's another Winnie BLV one. I feel like she's single-handedly building the cherries collection for me. I have, where's my bits and pieces down here? I've got a couple of SLGs. So I've got the original clay, and I bought that brand new from store when it came out. And then, where is it? There it is. And then in New York, I got the coin purse in the cherries. I've got the keep all now. The only other piece I want, and the bucket bag also has the mini pochette. So I do have the mini pochette, although it is well worn, it is there. The only other piece that I want from the cherries collection is the pochette accessoire. Once I have the cherries pochette accessoire, I have finished the cherries collection for me. I believe there were probably other pieces, but they're the only pieces that I want. So I'm very close to being done with the cherries collection. Once I get the pochette accessoire, I'm done. So yeah, it's exciting, and I'm kind of shifting onto Stephen Sprouse now, and I hopefully, because I only want 4 pieces from that and I already have 2, I can finish that collection fairly quickly. I feel like I'll never be done with Murakami, the original pieces, because there's just so many of them. But my vintage collection now makes me so happy. I have so many pieces, and I just love them so much. So I'm really excited to have 2 more, and I am so grateful to Una for all that she does for me. She is just very, very patient and just so kind, and she finds the best bargains. So please make sure you are following her over on Instagram. She's amazing. Her passion is Fendi baguettes and vintage Fendi baguettes, and her collection, I have never seen anything like it. It's just amazing, but she definitely puts up vintage pieces from other brands, especially Louis Vuitton. So please go follow her if they are passions that you have also. If you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you hit that subscribe button. Please also hit the little bell notification so you know when I upload videos, which is usually twice a week. I'll also throw up my Instagram handle for you so you can follow me over there. I put lots up in real time, lots around my collection and my day-to-day life, so please come follow me over there. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.